Hey guys, welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to tell you a little about I-20 and how to get it. But before getting into the video, I want to mention that we just launched a website, Gradly. If you haven't checked it out, check it out, go sign up for it. There's a lot of information. If you want to contact me, you can contact me there. You just have to sign up, reserve your seat when the app launches, and you can get your health insurances there, vaccinations there, loans there. If you need help with your apartments when you're coming to the US, we can get you that help as well. You can also contact seniors from a lot of universities. So I would recommend you to go sign up and check it out. So getting into the video, what is I-20? I-20 is a document you have to have if you are an international student. If you're an international student, I-20 is like your Aadhaar card in US. You have to have it. I-20 is issued by a school official and it mentions a lot of things like your college, your department, what you're studying here, how much you are going to pay here, your name, your passport number. I-20 is a mandatory document for every international student to have. It clearly states on which US visa you are on. On the corner of the document, it will be clearly mentioned that you are on F visa. For example, here is the look of my I-20. This is how it looks like. As soon as you receive your admit, this is the first thing you'll have to get, and it is very clearly steps are mentioned in your admission letter on how to get it. But I want to explain this so that you don't have any kind of doubt when you are getting an admission, and the first thing you have to do is get your I-20. Let me brief you a little about timeline and how it works. You have applied to these universities, these fancy universities you want to get into. You get admission, you get an admission letter. In that admission letter, you will be given information about portals. These portals will be logged in with your credentials. They'll give you credentials as well. You'll have your ID number and you can set a password after that. You go to the portal, you fill out basic information, and then there's a section of financial documents. In that section of financial documents, you'll have to upload some of the financial documents, which is a mandatory thing when you are getting your I-20. Let me talk about what kind of financial documents you'll have to upload. Financial documents include like your bank statements, your loan sanction letters, and the amount of money you have to have in your bank account to survive in the US. It's a very basic thing. Nobody wants you to come to their country and then not have money for their education and then work part-time. There's a whole hassle for it. So every university wants to avoid that. And for that reason, it is mandated by the US government that the university scrutinize the financial documents of a student. Obviously, the financial documents are scrutinized during the visa interview as well. But since this is my say, because there are so many people applying for visa, it is always better if the university scrutinizes it, because the amount of money which a student is paying will be going to the university and not to the US government. Once you have that tab open and then you have that financial documents upload section, you have to upload either your bank account statement or your loan sanction letter. Your I-20 amount is actually given on the website. For Purdue, the I-20 amount is $43,000. The amount is heavily bloated. That is the amount for 1 year. I would like to mention here that I-20 amount is for 1 year. This is the amount of money you are going to spend in 1 year. It is insanely bloated. So except for the fee part, the other parts are like raised up. For example, this is the Purdue's I-20 amount. If I break it through, 30,000 is the amount which I have to pay. That's the fee for 2 semesters. And the 13,000 amount is the amount they have estimated for my living expenses, which doesn't happen. For 9 months, you'll need like $5,000, $6,000 at max. You're going to spend $13,000 in the case when you're living on campus, you're eating on campus, and you're spending like $800, $900 when you're living in Lafayette. Whereas if you're living in NYU, you might be spending like $1,200, $1,300 for a room. That's a total difference. And all the I-20 amount will be available on the website. So if you go to any of the university websites, they clearly mention what is the average fees for a course. Once your financial documents is scrutinized by the university will send you an email that, okay, we have scrutinized your financial documents and now we can ship you your I-20. Your I-20 will be shipped on the shipping address you'll have to mention in the portal. That portal information is the same as the one I mentioned before. You put in the shipping information, you put in your number, and you'll have to pay like around $50-$60. This is a total unavoidable charge, like we can't do anything about it. in 4-5 days the I-20 will be shipped. It comes under like a hard case. I still have that hard case with me. Let me bring that for you. So this is the envelope in which I-20 shows up. This is the front part and this is the back part. So like you have this address right here. I don't think it can focus, but here the address of Purdue University is mentioned, and here's my address, and there's a barcode, and you can track this document on the FedEx portal. So once your I-20 is shipped, you get your service ID. That service ID is necessary for you to fill DS-160, which is a form for your visa. Okay, that's a total different talk. I'm going to make a video about that as well. Now you have your I-20 and then you'll proceed for your visa. Let me share a bit about what I-20 looks like so that when you receive it, you know exactly what you're looking for. I have a list of things which comes under I-20 and I'm going to repeat all of that list. So it's a 3-page document. First of all, the first page has all your information. It has your name, last name, date of birth, passport number, country of citizenship. Second page has school info, which includes school name, school address. I'm referring to school, but in US, college is referred to school sometimes, so it's the same thing. University address, university official contact upon arrival, your university code, your program of study, if you're doing undergrad, if you're doing masters or PhD, your major, your course start date and course end date, financials. So this is the section where everything is mentioned, like how much you're going to pay, what is the fees amount, what is the amount you are going to pay, like for your living expenses, your books and stuff expenses, etc. The second page will have employment authorization, change of status. If you're coming, like if you're a student, so you're on F1, then if you're with your CPT, that change will be mentioned there. If you're going for OPT, the change will be mentioned there as well. And there will be boxes for travel endorsement. So what happens is when you're going out of the country, so for example, I'm traveling outside right now. If I have to travel to India, I have to get a stamp from the ISS here, which is the International Student Services. And that stamp is saying that, okay, we have seen his I-20 and we stamp it, and then he can go out and I can come in. They will check my I-20 for that stamp, like while going out or while coming in. And that is a mandatory thing. You'll have to get your stamp. If you don't get your stamp, I don't think they'll allow you in the country. Third page includes some information. It's a very generic information about I-20 and the DS-160 and stuff like that. I'm going to attach that in the description. So if you want to check that out, you can check it out there. Just a couple of things to conclude. You get your admission letter, you get your financial documents, and then you put it on the portal. You receive your I-20. You'll have to put in your shipping information and you get your I-20. So I have this theory that passport is passport, but I-20 is like Aadhaar card. You have to have it for everything. Like it's a mandatory evil kind of thing. It's a 3-page. You have to have it for traveling outside, traveling inside, changing statuses, getting your SSN. You just have to have it. It's a mandatory document. Keep it safe. I keep it safe still in my FedEx envelope. And I think that's it for the video. Next week, I'm going to tell you how can you get your financial documents ready and what kind of financial documents you'll need to get your I-20 and what kind of financial documents I showed and what you can show to get your I-20. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Share this video with your friends who you think will receive an admit really soon. Check out the website gradly.us. The link will be in the description. Check out my Instagram. I post a lot of stuff there. Thank you so much guys for watching, and until then,